We are $215 away from reaching our target goal. $215, that's it. We're so close. Like, I can taste it. It's right there. I can taste it. So we're getting close. But coming up next, we've got Barney's Hide and Seek Adventure, or whatever, for the Sega Genesis. And this is a game that originally started out as a game challenge, like so many of these other games we've done. And I think it was Roastmaster's challenge. A lot of his challenges became like actual schedule games. We did NSYNC, we got Barney's Hide and Seek, Ice Road Truckers, that was me. That was my challenge that we did. But the challenge for Barney's Hide and Seek Adventure is to complete the game with no input whatsoever. You start the game, no input. And the reason this works is that Barney is a baby game for babies. And if you don't touch any buttons, Barney will just start walking. He'll do his thing, man. He does his own thing. And you're supposed to find the friends hiding behind, like, trees and flowers and stuff like that. But if you don't, it's okay. You know, whatever. You get there in the end. So Barney traverses a few levels, and he does it by himself, and he becomes amused by the things he interacts with. And when we first drew this challenge, chat was really confused because they're like, how do you beat the game with no inputs? So I'll show you how to do it. It's quite simple, really. You start the game, and then you set the controller down, and you just watch Barney. So let's hop back on over to our Gatorbox Extra Life layout, Extra Life X. You guys like the layout where I've got the Extra Life X's down there? It is our 10th marathon, so I'm like, instead of Extra Life in the year, I'm like Extra Life X. So let's do some Barney. What? Oh, I quit RetroArch. Whoops. My bad. It's Barney! Hang on, we gotta crank this a little bit. Hints for grown-ups. Alright, here we go, we started.
Please play hide and seek with me. Let's look for our friends and the hidden presents. Super D-duper!
Alright, Barney, you go!
Now we're in the forest.
That stupid little dance he does.
Please press a button when you find a friend. Let's play with the butterfly. I see a bunny. We can go up here.
See, there's a kid behind the rock up there, but Barney, he doesn't jump on his own. He just walks to the right. There's another kid up there.
Oh boy, a heart.
There's another kid.
Oh boy, a friend.
See, Barney acknowledges that there's a friend hidden behind the log, but he doesn't get the kid.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Look, it's a heart.
Fandramon has this amazing story that when she was a kid, she went to one of her classmates' birthday parties, and one of the things that her friend wanted to do was watch Barney at her birthday, and so they all sat down in the living room and watched a fucking Barney tape.
A frog.
I think Benjamin's like, oh yeah. I love that story.
I see a snail.
I feel bad for laughing because, I mean, this kid was like 3rd grade, 4th grade, where you're a little too old for Barney, but the kid was like, classmate was really into Barney.
Found a balloon. Look, it's a
Sven of the Dead says, people having played this as a child explains so much why automatic levels in Mario Maker exist. There you go. Barney just he plays level himself.
Please press a button when
Oh, Fandramon has added some context. She was the popular kid in class, so she was like, don't tell anyone.
there.
I would have told people. Alright, Barney, we did it! Yeah, level 1 complete!
You found 0.
We found 0 friends.
Now we're in Music Town. Please press a button.
See, for me, when Barney came out, I was in second grade, I think. 2nd grade? So I was like, what, 7 or 8 around 2nd grade? So I was like already way too old for Barney, because Barney is for like preschoolers and toddlers, right? So I was a little too old for Barney. I do have 2 younger brothers, but they weren't really into Barney. Reflex and my younger brother, Suave Sniper, they didn't really watch Barney at all. Suave, he watched Dragon Tales, so that's why I know so much about Dragon Tales, because he used to watch that show. Because Dragon Tales came out around 2000 or 2001, and he was born in 2001. So Dragon Tales was on TV whenever he was of age to be watching, like, you know, shows for babies and toddlers and things like that. So that's how I know about Dragon Tales. But no one really watched Barney. Yeah, Blue's Clues was the MVP. Damn right, Regular Magic Unicorn. Blue's Clues, that's what Reflex watched when he was younger. I remember the very first episode of Blue's Clues. I remember when that show first came out.
The bass drum.
Nick Jr. used to show the same episode 5 times a week because they thought that repeat episodes would help it stick in children's minds and help them learn better. That was their justification for doing it.
Look, it's a butterfly.
I'm sure all the bumpers that they used to air on Nick Jr. about why they were running repeats of Blue's Clues, I'm sure that's all lost media now. I remember it, but I've never seen it come up ever again. Dude, Blue's Clues is my jam. I love Steve. Whenever Steve retired from Blue's Clues, he went on to have a music career. I bought his first album. I love it. I still listen to it.
It's a trumpet.
It got damaged in Harvey, but that's just the paper case that came in.
Look, it's a friend. Oh boy, a heart.
We're just talking about kids shows, watching Barney's Hide and Seek. Okayness, nobody likes Joe. I think that's a perfectly reasonable take. Yay, we beat level 2. Hi, Barney. How many friends do we get? 0.
Now we're under the sea.
I was too old. Regular Magic Unicorn says he was too old for it when Joe showed up, so he has no Joe opinion. Hades Slam says, who the fuck is Joe? Joe Mama?
Oh boy.
But, you know, when Blue's Clues came out, I was in 2nd or 3rd grade, so again, I was like 7, 8, or 9 years old, so I was too old for Blue's Clues as well. But Reflex watched it when he was a baby and a toddler. So Blue's Clues ran long enough. Blue's Clues ran for so long that the youngest of my brothers, who was born in 2001, also watched Blue's Clues and Dragon Tales and Sesame Street, all the usual ones.
The clam.
Regular Magic Unicorn says, just think, first Joe was the host of Blue's Clues, and now he's the president. Same Joe. It's the same Joe.
We found an octopus.
Okayness is having an existential crisis because Barney is underwater. He's saying, Barney, you're gonna drown!
I see a fish. Look, it's Baby Bob.
It's Baby Bop. We're gonna leave her behind the treasure chest. Yay, we did it! We beat it!
You found 0. Now we're on the farm. Let's look for our friends and their hidden presents.
Oh boy, a duck!
Stop.
that spread of Barney holding up a stop sign is like a meme in their speedrun community.
Look, it's a duck. Oh boy, a duck.
I never watched Cyber Chase. That was on PBS? See, I didn't really watch a lot of PBS when I was younger. I watched Sesame Street, which was on PBS, but I know there was also like like when I was younger, we had Mr. Wizard and stuff like that. I don't really remember watching any of that, unfortunately. I remember Sesame Street. I remember some stuff on Nick Jr., like David the Gnome, but we didn't really have like educational programming when I was a kid. We did have some, like, you know, Sesame Street, to keep going back to that, but interactive educational television didn't really pick up until like Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer were a thing. So by that time I was like way too old. Yeah, Eureka's Castle, Fandramon. I love Eureka's Castle.
Look, it's a cow.
I had a figurine of Batley from Eureka's Castle. I don't know what happened to him though.
I see a friend. Look, it's a rooster.
I used to watch a lot of Fraggle Rock.
Friend.
Fraggle Rock was my jam.
I see a present.
I've never actually played this game before. I've never actually played it. I've let the game play itself, but I have never played Barney's hide and seek adventure. Yay! You did it, Barney!
You found 0.
That's time.
You're my very best.
We got there in the end anyways. Look, we got Baby Bop and all the other kids.
See you soon.
We did it! Got the credits! We beat it! Thanks for the GGs. Yeah, those GGs are for Barney. There we go. The game that plays itself. Barney's hide and seek game. Oh boy. Barney, you fucking dolt. Hey, thanks for checking out Gatorbox on YouTube. We really appreciate it. If you like what you saw and you want to kick around with us live, follow us on Twitch because we do this several times during the week. And if you want to support this channel, you can do so by subscribing right here on YouTube, following or subscribing over on Twitch, or even making a pledge on Patreon. Your support over the years has been tremendous. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video right here on Gatorbox.